Hey everybody, I just wanted to show off kind of a little bedding area that, well, it's going to really blow up into an awesome bedding area here this summer. This was my last cut of the year last year, and I didn't have to cut a lot. There's going to be aspen regen coming here, so it's going to get thick this summer. You can see the aspen slash sitting around here, but there were some elms and ash in here that just are two of my favorite trees to hinge. I hinged them high because we're going to have all the side cover in the world with this aspen regen, and I wanted those nice little canopied areas the deer could sneak into. I'm telling you, I think Jim Brocker and was it the Habitat podcast, was talking, there's a lot of guys that say you only need side cover. He's like, yeah, deer don't need a canopy, but do they like having a canopy? Absolutely. And the area I consistently see the most beds in is when we have the canopy. So I cut these high. I'm going to come in the summer, rake all this junk out, and give them spots to bed under these canopies. But I want to show off a couple of cool canopied beds that occurred in this corner. And I did not have to hinge cut a lot of trees. As you can see, it was kind of not quite clear cut, but all the aspen was taken out. So it's full sun right here, and I just want these little canopied beds in this corner because I know it's going to promote deer bedding, or it kind of actually is just going to be a nice little addition to the aspen deer bedding I'm going to get. But here's one I did. So I dropped a couple trees here, and they fell perfectly into these trees and made a perfect living canopy. Didn't have to hinge a single tree over here. They made this big dome right here, and you can see back in here there is a very well-worn bed right here. I mean, it's a perfect bedding spot. You can see the deer here right there. Perfect, well-worn bedding spot, and it's that ultimate room with a view concept. Here's more deer here. You can see that. But they can sit out, they can watch that field. Look at all the cover they have sitting here. Got a good route out that way, and a real nice backstop with a great little canopy. So these are those kind of little nooks we're trying to create. And it looks like they're bedding right here too. You can see it all matted down. All right, I'm gonna go over this. There's all the deer poop. There's actually tons of piles in here of it, all kinds of it up in there. They're browsing heavy in here. I'm gonna show one other sweet canopy that got made. I got a lot of cleanup to do in here this summer. Try to get some of this slash cleared away so I have really good trails cutting through here. I did hinge some lower. These ones are lower just to provide some screening. I'll probably hinge a few of these on the edge of the field to kind of screen off the field. I remember last summer, this, like I said, it was the last place I cut. I never get sick of running a saw, but I ran a saw quite a bit last summer, and I cut for a little bit, and I just decided I'm going to be done. That was all clear cut. That's going to go this summer. Hopefully 6 to 9 feet of regrowth. Here's a really cool little spot that I have not looked at yet, but I remember making it, and I bet you there's a deer bed in here. So I hinged a real big elm right here, hinged it over into this area. It looks like it's caved in a little bit. I'll do a little cleanup, but I can see the bed right here, and there's just a mat of hair in here. It's all over, just thick. Man, oops, I missed a piece. I can grab a whole bunch of it here. But just tons and tons of deer hair. And this is just a great little nook. So here, I'll sit where the deer would sit. I got this big tree kind of as a backstop, and a deer can sit right here. They can look out that way, That's towards the driveway. This is not a huge chunk of woods. I think it's like 15 acres. They can check out in front of them and look out that way. They can cut through there if they need to escape. I'll clean it up a little more this summer just to make them feel comfortable. They definitely got an escape out this way. But here's the thing they really like, is just that nice overhead canopy. Deer don't need it, but they definitely love using it. And this one's set up perfect, and there's no way I was hinging this tree. It's a great backstop for the deer. So this is just a little canopy corner. I'm already gonna get, like I said, tons and tons of regen with the aspen. So I would have no reason to hinge the few trees I hinged low, just to give them more of what they're already gonna get with side cover. With the aspen regen, I hinged them high so they can tuck underneath, and I will clean it up and make it look real pretty this summer. But you can see I just kind of scattered a few hinges throughout, but this whole side of this woods going that way is going to blow up with real good aspen regen. And there's definitely more trees here I can hinge. You can see some of these junkier ones. I'm trying to release every oak I find. Here's a beautiful red oak. That's no crown competition up there. That big tree they're bedding up against is an elm, but actually no, wait, it's not an elm. That's a bur oak. Excuse me. So that one's getting left for sure. I wouldn't have cut that anyway. But yeah, I'll probably knock a few more down this summer. Maybe make a nice little bedroom right here, and clean these trails up just a little bit more of this logging slash, push it aside, and just create a great little corner here. Last fall, first day of rifle season, I'm driving down the driveway, which is over there, and right around right here, I saw a 3-year-old 8-pointer stand up, bedded with a doe. They were bedded somewhere in this vicinity, and when I always look off the driveway when I'm coming, and it's wide open out with the logging, and I saw him stand up, and I mean, he stuck on that doe. They ended up bolting eventually, but beautiful 3-year-old 8. And obviously the fact I could see him off the driveway, I need to add some screening over there. But this is the part of the property I work on the least, but it still has that potential to hold good deer. But the fact that it's right by the driveway and by the most human presence, I just kind of ignore this one in favor of the other areas. But eventually I'll get to this one where I'll really work on it and try to improve it. But yeah, there was a great deer in here, and hopefully he made it through rifle, and we'll see him this year. So they love these little corners, and this one is far enough off the driveway where I can create bedding and hopefully add some more screening so that they really won't get disturbed back here. So yeah, canopies are great. They make sweet little bedrooms. There it is. It's beautiful, thing of beauty. All right, take care. God bless everyone.